Alright, sorry for the delay, guys. And there we go. Sweet, everything's actually working already. Hopefully. This is the part where I find out you can't hear me. Nah, you can hear me, it looks like. Okay. Seems like everything's working. Alright, I'm coming. Alright, get this blanket on me. Happy May the 4th! It was like, there was a part of me that wanted to cancel today's stream and do something like another, like a Star Wars game or something. I got a few of those, but nah, I gotta keep going with this. Can't break my momentum. The VRV screen was KOTOR Fallen Order. Yeah, I would need to get those OSTs though, and I just don't have them right now. That's the problem. It comes down to what OSTs I have, like how often I'll use like specialized OST for the games I play. Sometimes I have it, sometimes I don't. If I want a lot of these, I have to go hunting for them or get them downloaded. Whereas a lot, like when I'm using the Tight Moon stuff, because I have it already purchased and usually downloaded for stuff like Seki Reacts and stuff like that. Hell yeah. Maul just finished it. Maul, ooh, Maul is so good. Like, that was probably up there as like one of the best things Disney's produced in Star Wars. Why am I not hearing any? There we go. Okay. I'm pretty sure I looked at just about everything I needed to here before. Just a quick sweep of this again. Everything seems to be mostly well enough topped off, so I think I'm good to start. Okay, and there's no base combos. Alright, we're gonna get right into it with the story then. Daredevil's final episode is tomorrow, so I'm so excited to see that. Season 2 has been a huge step up from Season 1 for Board Game. And Season 1 was it's alright. I like it as like it's almost like an imagining of what Daredevil would look like as a procedural. Almost, kinda, sorta. But the problem is, procedurals are not what Daredevil is, so a lot of it comes off as kind of mediocre to bad. And there are some things that just because of the switch in style of the show and the restructure, just did not translate over well. But Season 2 has been a huge, huge improvement. With some episodes rivaling like stuff I would see in the Netflix stuff. Not all of them, but some of them. I'm so bored. We've been here for 5 days already, and there's absolutely nothing to do. They gave me free reign to wander the temple, but I've seen everything. I'm tired of it. I take it Princess Alincia is invited to yet another social gathering. A little time off is one thing, but this... I guess I'll get some fencing practice. Ike, the captain of the Apostles' Holy Guard, is headed this way. I beg your pardon. Are you and your mercenary company enjoying your stay in Begnian? Is there anything you'd find wanting? There's nothing to do and Mist is bored. Ike, why did you say it like that? Weren't you just complaining about that exact same thing to me? You said you were bored and tired of everything. That doesn't mean you go spouting it to everyone. Oh, you're such an idiot, Ike. My apologies. Neither of them meant any offense. They're just frustrated. Yes, I understand. I will pay it no mind. Did you have some reason to come speaking with us? I bring word from the Apostle. She wishes to charge you with a task. The Apostle wants to employ us. I didn't expect this. Expect what? Your reaction. I'd have thought you would be spouting and fuming at the thought of working for the Apostle. If Princess Alincia can tolerate endless social gatherings to judge Begnian's mood and garner her favor, the least I can do is earn her points by running an errand or two. Ike, they're coming. So we lay and wait for them here, right? Yes, the apostles' orders were clear. Stop the band of mercenaries traveling on the old highway and seize their cargo. This ambush looks to be the best spot for them. This spot looks to be the best spot for an ambush. All right, I don't know who we're facing, but we're on the job. Let's go. Let's do this right. Now we're getting right into it here. Okay. I'm gonna take my horse to the hill town. Sorry. Had to when I saw the name of this location. We're not playing right now. Not right now, but right now. Pork crop this time around. Cats, tigers, a few crows, and all we've got are laborers. We're not going to get rich with this. Oh, we worked so hard to catch them. Is it as bad as all that? I've been selling half-breeds for 20 years. The ones that fetch the highest price are the trophy herons. And if they're white-winged royals, the fanatics will empty their purses every last quarter. Well, if that's the case, why don't we hire Serene's force? Or why don't we hit Serene's force next time? There might be a few of them left. Eat the brains of a dead worm. Or a dead women. Why do you think herons are so expensive? It's because they're rare. It's been 20 years since that lot burned Serene's. The herons were all roasted like chickens. No matter how you look at it, all that was utter lunacy. All that gold up in smoke. Oh, if they're so valuable, I'd like to see one with my own eyes. I'd catch it and put it in a cage. Think what you could buy with all that gold. Wax, oh, and some furry boots too. Shut up. Stop your daydreaming. Look over there. Who are they? Bah, look alive, lads. They're not common travelers. Oh, that's right, the Punisher special is tomorrow. Oh wow, they're putting both Daredevil and the Punisher special tomorrow. That's actually pretty crazy. Here they come to Tanya. Are we sure this is the right bunch? This fog makes it hard to see, but their numbers and appearances match our intelligence. It must be them. Well, they've certainly seen us. They're readying their weapons. Very well. Get ready to fight, everyone. Okay, how many units do I have? Am I missing any more? No, I've got pretty much everyone I wanted from before. It's just whether or not I want to keep Aster with me. I didn't get any bonuses for it. Volk I probably don't need. Looking at the map, I don't think there's a single chest. I can remove Volk and swap. Volk does not need. Send Volk away. Plot Oscar. He hasn't seen combat, I think he's level 13 is great. I put Kieran away. If I saw someone that wanted to walk off the squad, I think I do want to kick off the squad. Watching Boyd be great kick off the squad, but he's also pretty good level right now. I like him in the team. We want to go back and put some levels into Astrid. Well, oh, these guys have to lose it. Also, you look brutal. I'll keep that in mind. Just gotta be careful about use weapons now. Also, getting to these places quickly is probably a good idea. So I'm sure these guys are going to go for the heavy. Actually, no. It's probably just going to be the very specific bandit classes that go for those. You're probably walking through the water. Also, be careful with you on that. How do I zoom back and out? I am gonna go back though. Not skills. I don't feel like doing any skills right now. If I get stuck somewhere, I'll think about skills. But... okay. Let's dump some stuff into Astra here. Trying to give her a little bit so she's not getting double. Oh, so hard mode would have had this map. I hate Fog of War, by the way. In a single player game, I hate Fog of War. I understand that it's good for difficulty setting, but oof. It's rough. Do I push it at 10 or do I stop at like 6 or 7? At least I'm getting speed out of this, but she's not faring very well on level ups. Defense is coming out okay. I'll take her to 8. 8's a good cutoff. Pretty low compared to the game. Okay, I'll turn my mic up. Okay, so mic's as high as it'll go on the on that setting. I mean, I have to put the mic settings themselves. Turn the mic this way. There. That should have me a fair bit louder than before. Let me know if that's alright with you guys. I also might just be talking a little bit quieter right now. We just got done on Saturday with a really long filming session for videos. I'm a little nervous how much bonus EXP I popped into Astra, so I'm gonna pop a separate save just in case I play this map and she's just not performing at the level I put her at. Okay, let's get the position here, because I like this team right now. I want Oscar running out that direction. I want Boyd there too. Up here, I can hold it with Tanya, Mike. Have you run off to the side. Okay. This is what we're going to go with. kill. Easy level. I like speed. I am speed. Okay. Safe chip damage. Let's go the iron bow here. I can set up a line if I can't get a kill. I should get a kill. I'm gonna need to set a line anyways. He's not the get moving. I like Oscar. I don't know how much I'm going to use him in this playthrough. This is, or if he's approaching the end of his handiness. Okay, so it's actually 20 damage with Void, and then Oscar can come up here, and Iron Lance get 9, 4 damage. We gotta get Oscar here for some chip as well. 29 for... That should be a kill. And I think that should be relatively safe. He can make... Yeah, oh yeah, that's very safe, actually. Pop, I'm not playing right now. No. Okay, do I want to go for any more chip damage? Well, I can't with you. Let's take a look at this archer here. So I do see these bowmen. I want to be careful of. Do you have hand axe? No. I can afford a dragon against this guy. Fuck it, why not? Let's get this kill with my flyers as I move them up. Means I can push out the line further than I wish. My hit rates aren't very good, though, so if I do put Astrid here, we'll put her in a line of fire. And I don't necessarily have to either. Do you get 2 turns for Javelin? We're not 2 turn, but double? You do not. Okay, that's the plan. And that sets me up much better to hold this line this turn. I didn't even need to use the Javelin technically, but yeah, I can now hold. I can now protect the back line. We're gonna send you to the house because we don't get healed right now. Yeah, I'll hold the steel sword. Oh, what terrible luck. My sixth sense told me the weather would be nice today. Hey, grumbling and whining won't pay off your debt. Come on, beautiful, cough up my gold. I'd dearly love to pay you, but unfortunately I'm broke. Not again, you're employed as a bodyguard. Why don't you have enough gold to pay me back? When we get back to the base, I'll get what's mine. Try to run, you'll pay. Threaten all you like. I can't give you what I don't have. Oh, I hate that sounds great. Okay, what am I going to do? Seems I must go crawling back to my sister once again. Oh, she's going to be so mad. But in the end, I'm sure she'll help. After all, it's for the life of her brother. Right, tonight I pay a little visit to the barracks of the Sacred Pegasus Knights. Oh, I know who I need to talk to. Talk to him with. Something about Marcia being embarrassed about her brother. How many more travel spaces should we have? Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Attack. 2. Or 1 more space. She's got one. She can travel over 1 space, which isn't necessarily good. How's her javelin? Yeah, I like this a little better. A lot bit better. Whiff. Kill. Alright, hit. Low chance of hitting. Can I afford the damage? Awesome. I guess I've got the line set here anyways. Yeah, I'll take the chances. I miss. Of course I miss. Irritating. Okay. Okay, we're safe here. Reese, you can visit here. It's like the character F.E. fans hate? Oh, that's funny. Oh, bother. Buying all these things is well and good, but I simply can't carry it all. Where's Largo? He leaves me in this backwater burg and wanders off to goddess knows where. Hello? Oh, you're here. Today's your lucky day. You've arrived just in time. I have something nice to give you. I just got back from a shopping spree and I got this as a free bonus of sorts. Oh, please, no need to thank me. When you're so sophisticated like me, you never want for trinkets. Or men, for that matter. Well, toodaloo. Then be sure to treasure that for the rest of your days. Now, which way to the nearest city? Stop pawing at the moment. This is not the kind of blanket you can be pawing at. Nice crit. Am I largely pretty safe to go for a charge? That guy will probably try to come down in this direction. I don't have anyone else to hold this line. I should have plenty of time. This will also make it easier for my flyers to get back. That line is mostly good. Who do I have left? Ah, thank you. And you can come back up this direction. I guess I could have use my Lagoo. Oh, you're dead. You're just dead. Also, I get with the AI for the barbarian prioritize making it to those houses. Okay, well, awesome. Well, let's give this a try. Are you going to charge right into Jill? Yes. I'm not worried about Jill killing me. At least I hope. If she does, I might be sad. We'll just move the line towards here. Kill. she has with these weapons? Venom. The Venom Axe could actually be pretty bad. But so far, it looks like everyone's going to go for Titania, which is probably a good thing. Okay. I wouldn't mind setting up. Actually, she how? Yeah, she still has enough. At least still has enough rounds. I'll see if I can pull someone down. Otherwise, yeah, this is. I'm gonna swap around that. There. Try getting the... There we go. Another annoying guy out of the way. Yeah, I thought that might happen. Just don't kill him or her, please. They're crushing us. They're nothing but a pack of rats, and they fight like demons. But no matter how tough they are, there's no chance they can stand up to a real monster. Hey, you there! Release the Pharaoh! Now all we have to do is sit back and watch them chew their heads clean off. But brother! Hey, Marcia! Hey, long time no see, huh? Good timing, though. I was just thinking about paying you a visit, sis. Long time, you dunghill! Where in the name of heaven have you been? You racked up all that debt and then ran away. You're such an irresponsible scum! Thanks to your worthless hide, I had to leave to save your Pegasus mates. Huh? But what? Because there were a bunch of debt collectors hanging around the barracks, that's why. Oh, that's a shame. Listen, I was trying to increase the money I borrowed and pay off the original, but I managed. And I sort of got out there and just kept happening. I'd almost get enough, and then, poof, gone. You rat, you cheese-eating rat! You haven't changed at all. Let's go, you're coming with me. With you? Where are we going? What am I going to do? You're joining my company. I'm going to let Ike beat some sense into you. We'll see how that works. No, wait. I'm working all these guys at the moment, and... well, if I just up and join the other side, it might cause problems. Stuff it, sponge brain! No more lame excuses. Follow me, now! Sorry, sis. Sorry, I'm coming. No chance he's any good, right? Or did I just recruit him for a red gem? Oh, that strength is not great. I'm gonna have to keep Jill hanging down a little bit. How many turns does she have left on it? 10. It drinks by about 3. I'm getting rid of this. Ooh, crit! Okay, does anyone have a Laguz? Yep, Laguz left it right there. That's a bow. I can stop it easy. I got Titania right there, so I wasn't that worried about it. Wrong! Fuck. Alright then. We're doing it like this. That's actually more protective. I stayed up there. One would drop on her, and then the other would come around the other side. So I can at least give her one side of defense. That also creates something of a defensive wall. All your other calves at this point are much better. Yeah, that's what I figured. I know the sword can make a huge difference. Sword units just are not generally the best. Man, everyone going after Titania for some reason. Whatever. I got T.H.E XP enough to level up Titania. Titania level ups are always fun. Just skill and was that? That wasn't speed, was it? Okay. You are fighting an upward battle right now, because you can barely move a mile a second, and I can barely move these houses. How did you say cattle? A battle? Strange! What, oh dear goodness, what am I to do? Oh, maybe this will help, dearie. It's just lying in here and collecting dust. Just like me, never a visitor. Anyway, I don't know what it does, but it's pretty. If I give it to my grandkids, they might write. They might write once in a while. Here, take it. Now do me a favor and protect my house, all right? No, my house. A mouse? Where? Oh, Vantage is fun. I found this in the river, but my mom said it was dirty, and I had to throw it away. Do you want it? Really? All right, you can have it. Please take care of it. Start headed this way. Not word. Okay, you guys, you're Can I get that random key spell? Yep, that's what it looks like. There we go. Chip him to death. I like that. Magic and skill. Speed would be nice on sword from time to time, but I can live with magic and skill. That's a great roll to level up. Ileana might be leaving my party soon. She has not been hitting. She doesn't hit very hard and doesn't have the like. Soren's been a little bit better as far as mages go. We'll see. Okay. Lagoon. I didn't pick up any Lagoon's axe, which is unfortunate. I'm going to trade with Titania in a second. But let's trade with Ike here. Get his Lagoon Slayer. Put the Racism Sword up front. Steel Sword right behind is a good option too. And I'm going to give Titania her hand axe because she's running out of durability. Titania's actually going to need to... I'm going to need to buy her some more weapons after this map. Leith is pretty much done for this battle, I think. Oh, I didn't need to use the Racism brand. And I bet you I don't have great to hit on, do I? I have to get you out of that bush. Get some of my spellcasters up here so I can snipe people from the side if I need to. Hey Hugh, why don't you lay down your weapons and walk out of here with your lives? You can posture as much as you want, but there's no way you can beat us. Shut it, I don't know why you're here, but if we lose our cargo, we lose everything, it ain't happening. In that case, we've no choice. You'll receive no mercy from us. Okay, thank you. You're going for the one that was worse to go for. Couldn't even poison it. You're just eating up her weapon gear. I wish you would have gone for Titania. I also wish I would have doubled you. Yeah. Thank you for leaving the bush. You get poisoned. We'll probably be fine. Oh, that's not that big a deal. Yeah, I should focus on it. Yeah, that's not great. First off, am I at risk of immediate death? Not quite immediate. Well, 22. You have a very low to hit. Okay, first off, let's deal with you. Yeah, crit. Okay, how do I want to deal with this? What's the condition here? Is it beat the boss or root the enemy? Condition. Defeat the boss. Okay, so why even focus on these lagoons here? Is there any reason to fight them? Or should I just go for the boss outside of the EXP? Because I'm not really concerned about the EXP at this point. I have many people I can get to the boss, who seems largely relatively weak. Go at him with the Regal Sword, maybe? Or the Steel Sword? 11 damage with the Steel Sword. 96 to hit. Yeah, the Steel Sword would be the play here. I can soften him up with the Tanya, too. 16 damage or 24. Do I go for the 24? 24 plus the 11. That would be a kill. And for good measure, I can even go for one of these two. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go all in here. That's a killer axe too, so I'd rather just get this kill safely. Wait, I did my math wrong, didn't I? Not a big deal, I can just run it back here. I think I did my math wrong. I'm not in a terrible spot, but I did do my math wrong. Okay. Well, a couple more possibilities. That would still leave me short. But I could just throw everything in the kitchen sink at him. That would be enough. That would be enough. Yeah, that would be enough. I can get the kill with Rolf. Or not Rolf. Is that his name? Yeah, I get the kill of Rolf. Sorry, I associate Rolf's name with the frickin' Muppet. Let's fucking go. Oh, he's a killer axe, so he can easily crit me. And that's the playthrough, guys. It's been a great run to the Path of Radiance. I should have gone for Rolf first. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? That was right there. I just had to change the order of operations to not put the guy in the range of the killer axe. Damn it! Ah! That is an hour actually wasted. And you can do it all again. Okay. Well, guys. That sucked. Oh, here we go, a crit! Oh my god. That sucked. That really sucked. Favorite Jedi? I have to actually think about it. There's so many Jedi now. That level up did not happen. There was no level up there. That was not a level up. We are resetting for the dumbest reasons today. Ike and Soren truly are the power couple of this game. Worst level up on Leaf, though. Or change that order of operations a bit, fuck with your LNG. Good Tanya. something hitting. Nah, we'll just jab. I love coin flip hit rates. Oh no, don't run away. So yeah, favorite Jedi. I'd have to think about that one for a second because I would personally want to exclude like those prequel era Jedi where they've got no name, or they have a name. Or like they exist but they don't do practically anything. Jill should be able to survive one shot. Hey, Soren! That's for that level up last time. And you just threw yourself at to the pits of hell. Good to talk. I'm just gonna keep chasing you. Joe, can you actually hit him? Yeah, you can even get a kill on him if you get lucky. And I would actually like to do that. If I'm thinking just the basic movies, my favorite Jedi is probably Obi-Wan. Just because I really, especially once you get to like the Clone Wars material, both versions, he's just got the funniest banter. But I have to think beyond original trilogy. Do I like any of the Jedi series, Jedi more? Not really. I've never been crazy about any of the old EU Jedi either. Well, at least it's a good Boyd level, a very good Boyd level of action. I like some defense and strength. Especially if he's kind of taking my current the log is looking good. We'll move Oscar here to play a little bit defensively. Pull some fire. Okay, we're doing this properly this time. Oh, they can't shut out. Can no one shut out? I guess not. Oh, that's unfortunate. Just kill this magic user before he goes and snipes anybody. get Soren right now. In fact, Soren might be a little bit weaker. Not quite. Get him and Ileana close to the top here. Chip heal. Okay, how to go about this? You can actually Sure, maybe I get a crit. Let's get you killed before I start sending up my backliners to go try to clean things up. Okay, let's see if I can't clean up this mess down here. Alright, Riz, hoof it. Yeah, I'll let you get the kill on Mr. Racism Bow here. Okay. Soren. Why don't we take this? Oh, favorite Sith? If I'm making oldie, like my favorite Sith in the old EU is Nihilus. Actually, I just think he's so cool as like this, like almost like a cosmic horror type, like they played the cosmic horror with him. I really like that. That was awesome. Get a kill out of you. Let's get this kill on Titania here. Not that I really needed to get this kill on Titania, but it's going to position me a lot better. Because otherwise he's going to run into enemy territory, and I'm going to ignore him in favor of going after the boss. The boss didn't move last time, so I'm going to go under work to do something he doesn't move this time. If he does move, that's going to suck to be me. Anyone have any handout? I guess you can technically fire arrows. Or not Gordon, Wolf. Gordon's the FE1 archer, isn't he? You want to do some healing? Is there anyone who can take some shit healing? I don't think so. Liliana, move forward a bit. Fuck him a little bit. Good position to be in. Okay. Once again, we find ourselves in a familiar place, don't we? First off, I'm going to try getting more chip damage on this guy. This guy's gonna get up the river and he's gonna be so beaten bloody that he's not going to stand any chance at all. I could take Leith right up here to the boss, too. Leith has still got charge on her with a 99% on her. 15 rate hit. Okay. Let's see if I can't get a good boss kill. Alright, let's see if Titania hits both of these. I just had to hit it with Rolf and not go for Ike first. He had a 40% hit rate on me, too. That was not a good hit rate on me. Okay. There's a chance that this goes wrong. I have Leith as a backup so long as Ike doesn't die. Actually, I think that is probably game the fact that Ike might have had a 100%. Ugh, that's awful. I don't know how long Rolf is for this party. Really, I know he's needed to recruit someone later. Only reason I've kept him. Not that he's been performing decently well. He's hitting decently hard. But harder than I usually expect archers to in Fire Emblem. It's just that range is kind of neat. Okay, let's fuck around a little bit here. Just get some EXP going. Soren, you're close to 11, right? You were before. Of course, that's what I'm going to miss, but just get all this extra EXP out while I'm holding off on the kill. I want to go heal Ike too, just to get some extra healing in. Thank God this isn't a root the enemy map, or else this would be a horrible position to be in. This is where I accidentally attacked the feral one. There we go. That was much faster than the first time. Ike is very close to that auto promotion at level 20. I'm gonna kill her axe the convoy. Our duty is done. Let's grab the cargo and get out of here. And the poor mage that's like left in that one brigand that's the last survivor. The Grail mercenaries have returned. Well done. The news of your victory is welcome, as is the cargo you seize. Now about your payment. Wait, this mysterious cargo is a bunch of really heavy crates. Would you tell me what they contain? That your job was to deliver the cargo. You've no need to investigate further. But Princess Alincia has returned to her quarters. You do well to inform her of your safe return. It appears that the apostle will handle your payment on the morrow. Perhaps you can speak with her then. I beg your leave. I must be going. Very well. I've seen this cutscene before. Like that one clip of that one of the jump. Let's go, animated cutscene. Also, how do these lagoons work? They have clothes and everything when they transform. Like, are these clothes just biologically a part of them? Do they go to a pocket dimension? Like, do their bodies less transform and go into a pocket dimension? How does that work? Oh, had to go with the pushing hair back thing. Oh. Uh-oh, I see some political parties here between these two groups. Methinks there be political tension between the way those two sides were split up. Thank you all for coming, my fellow Lagoose Kings. It's been decades since all of us were gathered in one place. I would extend my gratitude to King T.H.E. of Goldoa, who arranged this meeting place at short notice. It was nothing, King Canis. Fellow kings of country, attend to my words. As you no doubt have heard, Dane has invaded Crimea and overrun her. Of course, Crimea is a Baywar nation. However, since the time of her founding, she has made every effort to engage the Lagoons with honor and dignity. Never has this been more true than during the 30-year reign of King Radiance. During this era, Gallia and Crimea initiated many ambitious cultural projects in an attempt to bring our divided kingdom closer. Yet one man is always reviled on, Dane King T.H.E. Why he took this recent course, however, I know not. Ashnard's actions are monstrous. His army has put much of Crimea to the sword. Our people live in terror. Our king lies dead. And now the Dane forces continue their ruinous march across the border into Lagoon's territory, into Gallia. That trespass, O King of Lions, is because your country chooses to harbor King Crimea's orphans now. Yes, that is the justification they would present. But the Princess of Crimea is no longer in Gallia, is she? Your spies are as efficient as ever, King Bonicious. As you say, the princess has already departed for Begnian. I know this because she came to the aid of a ship carrying Begnian's apostle. Ah, so Princess Valencia is safe and in contact with the Begnian Empire. That news gladdens my head. I do not believe Dane has yet this information. If word got out that the Princess of Crimea has been granted sanctuary in Begnian, Dane might halt me. Your information is dated, Hawk King. Have your legendary eyes and ears abandoned you after all these years? Have you something to say? Would you be so kind as to explain yourself, King Kiltus? Princess Valencia barely escaped Crimea with her life in reflecting Gallia. And yet a certain king of beasts there, one on whom she has pined all hope, chose not to support her. With nowhere to run, with nowhere else to turn, the princess and her retinue spent 2 long months at sea, arriving in Begnian mere days ago. Dane knows of these events as well, and the king has dispatched a team of hunters to make a corpse of the girl. And that, dear kings, is the latest news, at least to the best of my poor knowledge. Dane knows the princess is in Begnian. King Kiltus, how did you come to possess this information? Why, there's no trick to it. I just perk up my ears and point them in the right direction. You expect us to believe that a stray wind carried it to your ears? That is an odd tale, so. Do you think so? Well, there is one trick to information gathering that I know. Shall I share it with you? It involves dealing with humans. I'll pass. Foregoing my Lagu's pride is not something I'm willing to do. Huh. Is that not always the way of Phoenicius? To cling to those last tattered remnants of pride? Instead of proclaiming that you will attack none but begging ships, just admit that you don't have the power to do more. What did you say? Both of you will desist at once. King Nesala of Kills, your actions of late can be deemed and judged as extreme. Black Dragon, King of Goldoa. What do you pretend to know of my actions? Please enlighten me. I would remind you of the Vader ship you were attacked in the Phoenician waters, left stranded in Goldoan peril. Oh, that. Nesala, you lying crow. You've been sneaking about in my territory again, have you? I heard from these sons, Naga and that Beowulf, Princess Crimea was on board. It is true. What can kill us? You. Don't act surprised. I have no intention of ruling over some tiny island nation forever. I will make Kilvas a name to remember. To that end, no amount of gold is enough, Lagus or Beor. I care not. If the pay is right, there's nothing I won't do. I care not about the reach of your ambition. You should choose your methods with more care. What good will you do? What do you to expand your territory, only to find enemies at your every board? I'll take your words to heart. And you, King Phoenicius, what good will your piracy do if it earns the wrath of Baker? Continue at this pace, and there's no telling what hostilities will. Tell the people of Bank to apologize for the slaughter of our brother parents. I will do no such thing. Prince Racing of the Serenes, are you of the same mind? Those humans burned Serene's forest and killed my people. No amount of human blood can stake my thirst for vengeance. For my siblings, for my countrymen, I demand justice. I cannot ever even return my bedridden father to our forest home. I am no soldier, I know nothing of war, so King Phoenicius acts in my stead. I am most grateful to him, and I will not see him stop but begging his pain. Blood leads only to blood. Violence begets violence, nothing more. Revenge is simply another name for murder. And you, King of Lions, what will you do about your home of Gallia? Now that you know Dane's feint towards Gallia is merely another move in his game of war, how will you act? They make no formal declaration of war. Until they do, we will watch and wait. It's a first step towards eradicating all humanity, scum. Or all humans scum. Phoenicius will help you destroy nature. No. Unless this becomes a true war among all nations, I want you to stay your head. As long as Gallia is protected by the Sea of Tree, and stave off Dane's attacks. Ah, the luxury of a large nation. You would waste a chance to expand your territory just to maintain the status quo. Sad. I agree with King Gallia. If we were to form a Lagu's alliance against Dane, it would drive Begni to Dane's side and lose a valuable ally. The flames of war cannot be fanned haphazardly. Above all, we must think of Leharn's medallion. Its location is unknown. But it still exists, we know this. As long as it does, we cannot allow any war that could stand to engulf all our nations. Do you understand, kings? I beg of you, do not forget. Prisoner release soon. Hi, Jackie. Oh my, is it young Prince Serenes? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Neolucci, you're looking well. And feeling odd too, thank you very much. This old crow's as spry as ever. Tell me though, how fares your father, King Lorazia? It's the same as ever. Since that terrible day, he remains abed. He seldom rises anymore. I'm not surprised. In the span of a few days, he lost his family, his friends, and almost all his countrymen. Yes. And yet we're blessed that you are still with us. Prince Rayson, if there's anything this doddering old bird can do for you, please do not hesitate to ask. Thank you. I appreciate your kind sentiment. Sorry to have kept you waiting, Rayson. Neolucci, you can talk ancient history later. Leave us at once. Yes, yes, of course. I'm sure you've much to talk about. Much to say. I'll just take my leave of you. Please, Prince Rayson, make yourself at home. Old Neolucci's always been fond of House Serenes. When he heard the White Prince himself was gracing us with a visit, he could barely contain his joy. So, Prince, what is this all about? We haven't seen your face around here in a long time. I'm naturally quite curious as to your intentions. Your attitude during the Goldoa meeting piqued my interest. What is it you're after, Nassau? Why do you provoke Tabar? You came all this way for that. Are you serious? Don't mock me. Tabarn is my father's guardian. If not for him, we might have suffered the end of House Serenes itself. I will not brook any insults. Oh, I see. So rather than ally yourself to me, your trusted companion of old, you would side with this new protector. That is an unfortunate shift in attitude. I trust you remember that when you and your sister were young, it was I, not Tabarn, that questioned. Any change in my bearing can be laid at your gruesomeness. After all, you, my old friend, are one who continues to engage in commerce with my enemy, humans. If you were to change your ways, I'm sure we could rebuild the relationship the two of us once shared. Oh no, I could never do. You see, humans are essential to the fulfillment of my ambitions. You've changed this. If this is the path you've chosen, I have nothing left to say. I doubt you could ever understand what it means to guard Kilbus, Prince, to protect an entire country. King Yesala, Duke Tanas of the Begnian Imperial Senate has arrived. Bring him in. Your Majesty, just now I brushed up against the most splendid specimen. Was that a Serene's noble? They're supposed to be extinct. And what if it were? Oh, I was right. Wonderful. My eyes did not deceive me. Those dazzling white wings, that shimmering hair, sparkling like falling golden dust. That is the crystallization of beauty in its purest form. Duke Oliver, can we please discuss the business at hand? Per your request, we've appropriated several pieces of art from the ships of Duke Goddess. Yes, you'll be compensated as promised. Right now, there is something else I simply must have. Relay another request. What can we purloin for you today? More art, perhaps. Oh, something more stunning. If you agree to my proposition, I will double your full fee. That is a most generous offer. Tell me, what do you desire? Desire, but surely you've already guessed. Hi, Jack. Meeting with the Apostle was fun, but all she did was pay us and give us another job. She answered no questions. I wonder what she's planning. That cargo. I can't help but believe there were living creatures inside, but... What do you suppose the Apostle intends to do with them? I don't know, Titania. Are all nobles and royals like this? They have plans and paperwork for every little thing, and their speech is as confusing as it is tedious. But Ike, the other nobles we know are different. There's Princess Alencia and King Galia and the Dragon Prince, too. All of them have been so nice and friendly and easy to talk to. Perhaps the rudeness of the upper echelon is unique to the Bear class system. Princess Alencia was raised in special circumstances. Maybe that's why she's so different. Bah, I can never get accustomed to the culture of Bayork mortals. Ike, I'm here to report the results from the last battle. We suffered no casualties and no one was seriously injured. Everyone was at their best. That concludes my report. Excuse me. Sweet. Okay, first things first. Titania. You need to be... Well, I need to send items that can't be used this way. I'll give you Lagu's axe on. You're a frontline axe user enough, and I don't think Titania needs it for how hard she is. You can send the races in level right now. Convoy, give Lagu's food. My javelins are running a little low on some people, but I think I can make that last one more fight. Okay. And then... Titania does need new steel axe, though. Do I have any more steel axes in the convoy? I got a killer axe. You give her a killer axe. I don't need to put a killer axe on her. She really doesn't need a killer axe. No, let's just buy a new steel axe. Wolf is fine. Fine. Although, Astrid, can you... Yeah, no, you're not able to use any of this. How about Rolf? Can you use any of the fun bows? I can be a log. That'd be neat. I would like to give Marcia the kill. I think did I get a kill lance? Nope, she cannot use the kill lance. Okay. How about Jill, who's kind of my other spear user? Nope. Any other spear users that might benefit from that? There's Oscar. Yeah, you can use that. In fact, you can use the Goose Lance and the Kill Lance. Let's put this damaged steel lance away. I have to pick between the Goose Lance and the Killer Lance. Let's put the steel lance away and give him both. We'll give him the racism lance. Yeah, you guys can't use the Goose bow. Later, maybe. Both Riss and Mist are approaching like promotion level soon, so that's good. I'm not worried about promoting Ike. I might promote one of my mages though with the Master Seal Pro. Okay. Let's go to info. Ahem. You are from the northwest nation of Crimea, are you not? You have my condolences for the terrible misfortunes befalling your country and people. You remain blessed. Fate has brought you to the grand temple of Menil. The splendor of Begni, grandest of all nations of Telius. By the way, I hear you are traveling north of the Grand Desert. There are ancient ruins there, you know. They are remnants of a race known as the Zunama, who come from a civilization that predates our own. I'm sure you will enjoy the sensation of being immersed in such primordial surroundings. Yeah, it'll be a real picnic. Oh yes, picnics are indeed nice, but a word of caution. Studying the ruins from afar is one thing, but you would be well advised to keep your distance for safety's sake. It's said that there's a bandit stronghold near the northwest of the ruins. And we hear occasional reports of strange figures wandering the dunes in the northeast. Be careful. I'll come back to that, actually. One other thing I need to remember to pull off with I don't think I'm going to use him much at all. Okay. I could start thinking about places where my units are falling short. That's not the worst thing to start doing at this point. Like Marcia here, for example, really falling behind on damage. I could toss a couple of the stat increases on it. For how much I have her like flying around, zipping in and out to hit people, not a bad idea. Jill is doing a lot better on damage. It's primarily just that she doesn't double. What stat boosters do I have? Possibly Goose. Seraph Robe, Energy Drop, which is Sprint. So I could give her one of those. Increase that a little bit. We'll see. I'm not crazy worried about it. Speedwing, though. That I'm actually tempted to use on Oscar, because Oscar's really falling behind on that. If he starts getting doubled, I might have to. Increase the user's build. Yeah, I will openly admit I'm horrible, and I mean horrible, about overly sitting on items. Okay, let's go to the shop and sell. Okay, stock up on money a little bit. How are your preparations progressing? They're underway. We'll leave within the hour. Your next mission takes you to the Grand Desert. You must choose your companions with care. A desert is just a large pass of sandy soil, is it not? With one major difference. Unlike sandy soil, you'll not find solid earth near the surface. You could dig and find only more sand. Those on foot and horseback may find it difficult to move around. I see. I'm sure Soren knows much about these things, but... Has something befallen Master Soren? I don't know if he's feeling ill or just moping about. It's all started when we arrived in Begnian. Oh? Be that as it may, it won't hurt for me to have this information. Can you tell me more? Of course, there's little water in the desert, and the soil is very dry. Few trees or grasses grow there, which means there are no groves or anything else which will provide cover. And as I mentioned before, those on foot or horseback will find the sand slows their pace considerably. The exceptions are magic users, staff wielders, and thieves. Such people will not be affected to so large a degree. These are agile, so I understand why they would be unaffected. But those skilled in magical arts, that doesn't make any sense. I once heard an explanation from a magic user right now. He claimed that the spirits that he employed flew before him and cleared the sand from his path. However, considering the source, I'm not sure there's much of that is truth. Who was the source? Prime Minister Seraphim. Or Sephiroth. Would he play a joke like that? Well, the Prime Minister is a very amusing man, but please allow me to continue my explanation. What else? Others who are unaffected by sand are Pegasus Knights, Wyvern Riders, and other flying units. Oh, and Lagoos too. Terrain features don't seem to affect them as much in either form, although they will be slowed some. You said Lagoos, didn't you? Almost everyone here says subhuman. Well, of course, Beork and Lagoos are both living things. Every precious life is created to be equal by the blessed goddess. The fact that there are still those who persecute Lagoos in the land of the goddess, it is deplorable. Are you of a noble house? Yes, I am. One must be of a noble birth to serve the goddess. But I thought that all nobles were half-crazed fools who can't speak the truth. You seem quite honest. I'll take that as a compliment. Oh, and one last thing. What is it? The desert contains remnants of more than one lost civilization. Rumor has it that treasure from those times still lies undiscovered beneath the shifting sands. With good luck, those with good luck may come across such treasures during battle. Ooh-wee, the Grand Temple. Luxury and gorgeousness as far as the eye can see. A scoundrel like myself can't find employment in a place like this. I guess my luck hasn't abandoned me after all. But for all the glitter and gold, there's an equal amount of dangerous work. That I could do without. Maybe I can use my prone to illness ploy. Yes! I think I can arrange to work about 1 every 5 jobs or so. And now that I've a fixed income, it's time to visit the local inns and see what games of chance are about. Evening. Ah! Did you happen to hear any of that? You were talking out loudly. I wasn't being serious. I'm an extremely diligent man, yes I am. Those peddlers you're with, you were in debt to them, right? How did you know that? When we took out that group, your debt vanished. Yes, you're right. That was a tremendous help. Thanks much. Come now, you can't believe that the world is as forgiving as that, or that we are so foolish. What? Debts are debts, and you have many. Those peddlers weren't the only people who were owed coin by you, right? We can't have debt collectors hounding the company day in, day out. My staff officer repaid the rest of the money you owe. But that's very kind of you. It was from the company coffers. You, my friend, are now in our debt. You fight to repay the Grail mercenaries. Payment will be deducted from your wages for quite some time. It seems you're working for free, friend. Until your debts are completely repaid, don't even think about leaving the company or getting sick. Right then, I trust you'll do your best. What a mess. Oh, nuts. Ike was put up to do that by Mercy, 100%. And she was right to have him do it. Can't increase with Jill. I know I want to increase Jill's support sooner rather than later. I do want to see Jill and Leith, too. I plan to focus on Leith and Mist, and then I'll decide which one is getting raised. Because only one can go to A, but I can do Leith and Mist 2 each, and then raise 1 5 1 to A. I'm bringing Leith with me. I like Leith. So I'll bring Leith with me. Can I help you? I have a question. Is that alright? It depends on what you're going to ask. Why don't half-breed... No, that's not right. Why don't the Lagoos use weapons? We Lagoos are born ready to fight. Weapons are something that you powerless Bayor created to counter our claws. We have no use for them. I see. Is that all you wanted to ask? No, there's more. Why do you detest us humans so much? That's a good question, but I would hear you answer first. Why do you Bayor hate the Lagoos? It's because the half-breed... The Lagoos are our enemies. Enemy? If that's the case, we hate you too. As we hate all our enemies. We're done here. Wait. Juicy, juicy. I am going to be missing out on Leith supports if I go all the way to A rank, but guys, is it worth putting Ike with any supports from this crew here? All of them, I guess, are people in my party consistently so far. So Ike's going to get bonuses fighting around them. So I don't know. I'm not worried about Ike yet. He's not really falling behind damage-wise. Someone I might consider throwing some supports into is Marcia. Although I haven't been using much of either of the people she can support with other than Wolf. And even he might not be able to teach for too long. We've been at this game for 15 hours already. That's crazy. Tell me, Soren, are you alright? Recently, ever since we reached Begnium, in fact, you've seemed depressed. Is that so? How odd. Well, I can think of nothing specific that's bothering me. If you say so. It's time for the desert, which is the best direction to enter from. Sorry. Yes, what is it? I know there's something going on. I'm sorry, I was thinking, what is it you wanted? I was going to ask you for directions, but it's no longer necessary. It looks like we're being met. Ah! Who are you? Answer me. We're mercenaries. We're a group. We were hired to take care of a group of bandits operating. More of the Senator's dogs. You cast us as thieves so you can murder us and hide your guilt. We will not be defeated. Mark my words, the day will come when all slaves are free, and you will pay for your crimes. What on earth are you talking about? No more useless words. Come, my brothers, take them. Ah, I see what's going on here. Uh-oh, we did a little slave trade. What? We're facing Lagoos. I don't like the look of this. Lagoos are known. It doesn't change the fact that they are brigands. Do not lower your guard. I know what I'm doing. Everyone, watch your footing in the sand. Take care and fight well. I see why we got a bunch of Lagoos weapons last map. This is also really interesting. Potentially bad? Though I guess the trade-off here is some of these guys are going to transform immediately, some of these guys are not. And I've got to keep track of that. Okay, what's the fight condition? Defeat the boss. I kind of want to leave as many of these guys alive as possible. I feel bad about this skill, but the funny thing is I have to be careful because like my normal strategy of sending Titania ahead, that's not going to work here. Titania's probably going to get like 2 steps in on this map. Okay, who do I have? I have Malcolm. Let's bring Volt. He's supposed to have good range. Leith or Mordecai to get the recruit? Okay, let's take a look here. The vague Cotty. Basically, I need to send Leith up this direction. I'm a little worried because these guys tend to hit really hard. I have a feeling I'm going to need to try this map a couple times. We might not be winning this map tonight. Okay, I'm not expecting this to go very well. There's a very good chance I need to reset this, because it's really hard, especially when they haven't transformed yet. It's hard to get a gauge of how strong these guys are going to be. Fly, resident racist. Fly. No. Desert maps, my favorite. See, I'm not even getting a good gauge on their transformations because I can't see what their danger range is without straight up calculating. The best I can do is kind of hope. Yep, because now they're all dangerous and they're going to attack on this turn. Oh, they missed. I get a kill with Jill. That would be nice too. 16, not quite there. Oh, that's actually really bad. Okay, I can kill it. Double stats? Good to know. Are there any more over this side? Yeah, there's you. You guys probably don't have range though, so I should be fine to send a healer this way. I've created sort of a box. Let's mend. Hey, a defense level 1 race, that's something. How's your distance? Not awful, though I think. Yeah, these guys, if they make it, are dangerous. I could get some shit. I could get it. I'll be able to get it. Let's kill it with Soren. We can't go on Soren. These guys concern me, but they're not flyers. The flyers are the ones who terrify me. Because they basically have coverage all the way across the map. Yeah, just get this kill. Do not even let him come near my back. Okay, that's good. I would have taken like some more strength on her, but that's good. Are there any more flyers this direction? No, everyone else should be relatively predictable. It's just you two up there are the last flyers. Take that. Okay. Go, Captain Racism. Yeah, I'll take that game. I don't have any vulnerable, so I need to send a healer in that direction. I'll send... Okay. Roll for shoving this. These guys are like any minute now going to transform, so I'm going to hold off on let them beat their heads against Titania. I'll send Ike up too. I don't want to get too crazy. Just the people who can actually afford to be up front. Okay, I think... Yeah, they're fine where they are right now, so I don't need to hold a second. These guys You're a little stronger. What I can do is I can hit you and run if I need to. Woo! Oh, you're more and a little stronger. Methinks I'm gonna send you up here to go take this guy out before he transforms. Kind of a shitty level up and all, that's fine. How bad of a matchup am I having? No kill in a couple of matches. It's just I should have reached the vulnerabilities. That's dumb on me. I might do that if I fail this map. Okay, that's pretty good. Push forward just a little bit. I'm actually going to send out that direction. I should have given her a goose, though. Yeah, let's go on the attack. Soften this guy out. Not that I'm gonna do it. I'm just curious how I hold up. And how I hold up is not particularly well. So I actually want to send her up, but not all the way up. I just want her to build up a little bit of That's what I thought you'd do. I don't really need any hand axes this time. Should probably get that off the top. Okay. I'm happy with more speed. I would like to send him down. Not a lot I can do with that, though. Such an awkward map. No, let's not do that, because I don't see any evidence. Can I... not... going into the last one. But I do need to balance out a bit, so I'm just going to have to be prepared to fight some of these guys. Let's draw fire from that. From that one. I'm gonna have to focus on killing him, I think. No chance that you're relatively easy to kill? You're not the hardest to kill. As long as you don't kill me in one shot, I could just kill you on the return fire. And there's no one else that can ambush her, so it's a relatively safe play, too. Yeah. I like this play, actually. It's not the most secure. Well, one problem with that, though. If she misses, that's it. Whereas right now, I'm kind of safe with that kind of thing down. Instead of going all the way, let's draw it to me. The javelin does not need to be there. Draw an attack and let it try to hit me on their turn. Some of these guys are next to useless on this map. How's your attack? I can double you at least. And then you just get walloped by everybody over here. Significantly stronger. some help. Okay, there's one more. Set any more people out to go hit me? Oh shit! You're dead. No, I didn't see the last question about Force users. Am I resetting for Ileana? She hasn't been performing very well because she just doesn't do the damage I like out of her, which is one of my very few spellcasters. Or do I let that one land? Stupid. Papa. Huh. My favorite non-Force user? If I had to pick I was always a really big Han Solo kid. But maybe I have anyone who I like more than that these days. Okay, assuming no reinforcements. Fuck, I'm so mad I lost Ileana. I guess the reverse of the other side of this Ileana loss is that I am getting is that Riss is approaching promotion level soon. I presume Riss is going to have a magic promotion option. That's how they normally do it. Let me know if anyone thinks it's worth resetting over Ileana. Oh my god, I might need to reset anyways. You hit like a truck. Ileana and Void together might be what it is. Oh god! Okay, we're gonna be doing some math here. Can't get the kill with you. You won't make it. You, I can make it up. I'm putting you directly in danger. Maybe if I don't do the javelin, I can Iron Lance it. That gets a kill, and I can get out of there. That won't get the kill, and that leaves me dead. That also leaves me dead. Fuck. I get the kill like that. Okay, I think that's how I have to do it. What are your guys' range? Okay, I think I can save it. This will kill a little guy. I don't think I'm at the Rescue Void quite yet. What is your range? Yeah. If I can kill this guy on this turn, that's such a low hit. I can hit to 3. I'm seeing something. If I hit him with 3 at 98%, how's Void still? I have to. Because then I need to do a rescue with Marcia at that point. Void misses this. Well, no, if I hit that 10, 76 is a lot better. I'd rather go to 76 than 11. It's always the racism axe. Forgot about the racism axe. I should have had that equipped to begin with. But, okay. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna do this. Marcia, you're getting out of here. Missed his healing. Now I hit with the highest to hit I have, which is an Iron Axe. If this misses, I actually probably have to reset. We're in the Void by the skin of his teeth. Yeah, I really don't like this like a desert map mixed with mixed with an army of lagoons. Like this is actively really annoying. I'm actually have to hold down here for a second. I probably could make it to the boss at this point with I don't know. Let's scope out the range here. That's the range of attack. Let's not enter the range fully yet, because entering the range fully means I'm gonna get bombarded by multiple people. And I actually I want to get this item first. So where is this hidden item? Basically, the hidden item is so. There's this 2, which is not movable, and then it's 3 up, so it's 1 more past this. Any other hidden items I can collect while I'm waiting around? I'll probably get the white gem in a second, too, after that. So we're going to be sitting here for a minute. There's some boots up there. I'll grab some boots. Do I have to do it with a non-flyer? This map is the worst. Oh, they have a skill percentage chance? Noted. I sense something. Must be my imagination. A female cat. Splendid. I've not seen your face in these parts before. Ah! Where did you come from? Oh, I see that I've startled you. My apologies. Who are you? If you wish to learn someone's name, isn't it polite to introduce yourself first? I'm Leith from Gallia. And I am Stefan. I live here in a desolate wasteland playing at being a hermit. Is that so? Well, don't let me interrupt your life. Oh no, please don't worry about it. Oh, I won't. And? What? Why are you standing there, staring at me? I'm interested in Gallia's beast tribes. Fascinating, really. I have an idea. Can we go somewhere and talk? I don't think so. Why not? My companions are in the middle of battle. I have no time to chit-chat. Well then, I will help you. Once this battle is finished, you'll have time to converse, yes? I suppose, perhaps. Right, off we go. What sort of lunatic have I found now? Is that the space for that white gem? Three down from the one of them. I see. This is truly an annoying mechanic. Are there any lagoons down there? No. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send Mist down to go see if I can collect the guard. And probably the silver blade. And I'll have Sword and go get the silver blade. Okay, so... I'm sorry, I need the spy. Stop it. Okay, so that's that. Right, this spot here is where Shine was. So Shine was here, here, and here. Here, here. There. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just wait there, I guess. I'll start pushing up against the range barrier. There's a statue fragment. I could go get that too. Okay, you are gonna go fight that other Radiance down there. No, that will transform things again. There we go. Okay. Now I just need to get the coin. Which the coin is probably in range of you, isn't it? No, it is not, actually. Just barely. Okay, I'm just gonna get the coin. How long until you transform? You're transforming next round. Fuck it, why not? That's a good Marcia level up. Okay. That was a really good Marcia level up. All that for a coin. Okay, Mist, you can start coming back up. Give another person for that coin in the desert. I moved everyone who's useful to remove yet? Yeah. How long till your transformation runs off? A while. Okay, let's see if I can't get this coin. Really? Alright, just gonna keep... It always gonna get easier for me as the transformation starts to go on. Realistically, emulating digging around in the sand for a coin. Peak strategic gameplay. Okay. I'm not mad at losing Ileana if I get a better. It looks like he just looks like a. I wonder if he's better than me. Oh my god, that strength stat. Oh, he's a pre-promote. He's a pre-promote. That defense stat's not terrible. And that's a damn good sword. Okay. I like him. Finally, I found that one coin. Okay, cool. We can get back to seeing if we can beat this level. Kinda. Sorta. So here's the unfortunate part. I can't just send to Tanya easily. I can have her bait the enemy inwards just fine. But I cannot, there is no such thing as just having her run up and smack the boss around a little bit. Will she kill you? You actually hurt pretty bad. That's why you almost killed Vader. Okay. Titania, how do you fare against this guy? Not well, actually. Surprisingly for Titania. I might be able to pin someone. Oh my god. I just want to make sure I cut off movements so I can start getting people moved around him. Because he's going to have no options for ranged attacks, is he? not be equipped or draw. Yeah, he has no range attack option. So as long as I can keep Titania alive, there's nothing you can really do to hurt my my magic guys, except to have Titania holding down. And I can literally set up an immortal team with like someone right behind Titania the entire time, healing her. Yeah, magic, heal, longbow, Titania. That's probably the play to not get one shot by this boss. There's always the Lagoo's weapons. Lagoo's weapons don't solve, like, the problem with Lagoo's fights aren't the hurting them. Not normally. It's the, it's the raw, damage that they do. Okay, you are not moving out of your spot. I'm actually not going to attack. I want him to attack me. He's sword locked? Yeah. I don't. Well, I sword lock too, and I can make him work. I don't mind sword lock. I just don't. Because like he can use stuff like the killer weapon. Killer weapons are going to make it a lot better than what the other one is. That's a 0 damage attack. So that's not really going to do anything. Are you going to take any damage from a javelin? Yeah. Case I want to see it out. Yeah, you guys can just stand out there. That hurts. Okay, I can get the kill with pretty much anybody at this point. In fact, I think Soren has 100% chance of killing him. Pretty much. I want to see if I can get a kill with... let's see if I can't push Ike a little. Yeah, that should be a kill. I mostly just want to see that conversation. We lose. Yeah, you killed one of my guys, too. You're the leader of this band, aren't you? Yes, I am. I'll resist you no further. Take me with you or execute me here, I care not. My companions, if you let them go, please. No, I will not allow it. I won't let you take Muad'Dib. You stay back, little one. You were not supposed to expose. If you want Muad'Dib, you have to kill me first. Yes, he is Beowulf's child. I claimed him when he was little more than an infant. He has nothing to do with us subjects. Stop lying. I'm here because I want to be. Who's the leader of the Lagoo's Emancipation Army? I am. You big jerk, Muad'Dib. Trying to cover for everyone and get yourself killed, I won't allow it. Little one. I don't care who the real leader is. The Lagoos who calls himself subhuman is protecting a kidnapped Beowulf who claims to lead the Lagoo's Emancipation Army. Do I have that right? Because if I do, I have absolutely no idea what any of you are talking about. Would someone please tell me what is going on here? Alright, please go over that again. It's been customary through Bednian's history to keep Lagoos as slaves. That's right. But that's in the past now. 20 years ago, all slavery was outlawed and Lagoos were freed. As far as the general public is concerned, that is exactly what happened. So there's a portion of society that willingly breaks the law. The commoners obey, but there are still many Lagoos slaves in the homes of nobles. Muadium and I brought this to the attention of the senators, but they would not listen. That's why we gather other fighters. We break into homes where slaves are kept and help them escape. Of course, the nobles can't let this be publicly known, so they brand us thieves and turn us into wanted outlaws. Alright, I think I know what your motives. I think I understand your motives, but you're not going to solve the basic problem this way. We know that, but we can't give up and leave them in chains. We can't and won't. Do you mind if I help? Huh? This sort of behavior is something that's been bothering me. I think there may be something I can do. Nysella, stop this foolishness. Where are you taking me? Tell me. It's only a little farther. I'll tell you once we've arrived, just as I promised. I left no word with Tabarn. If I had known we were coming this far, I would have left a message. Here we are. This is what I wanted to show you. Look below you, Rayson. What do you see? What is this? How is this possible? What happened here? This is Serene's. Is this what you're trying to tell me? The colorless vista, those cracked, withered branches, these lifeless trees, this is my forest? Alternate language. The ancient tongue. It's been many years since I heard it last. You can still speak it. This voice is... The voice of the forest is still... Why? How did this? It's been like this since your clan's been gone. The area near the entrance is especially bad. They use fire. Most of the trees are dead. Unforgivable. How can they do things like this? Cursed humans. What did this forest do? What did my clan do? Humans hold all Lagoos in contempt, and in the same way, they hold all of nature in contempt as well. They think everything exists for the pleasure and betterment. They are beneath contempt. Nysella, it appears that I have misjudged you. I called you a groveling toady to humans, and labeled you a traitor. I was overly harsh. I apologize. Not to worry. I engage in occasional commerce with humans. That much is true. But more pressing issue is the growing darkness. You can return Theonesis tomorrow, can you not? I'm certain that some noble has a villa in this area. At this time of year, it is almost certain to be empty. I suggest we borrow it for the evening. You would sleep in a human building? Think about it. Bird folk like you and I have no night vision whatsoever. If we were discovered by humans, they would surely overwhelm and capture us, right? I see your point. Very good. I'll go stumble around until I find something to eat. Please make yourself comfortable. Nysella. Yes? Thank you for everything you've done. I appreciate it. Don't be ridiculous. We're old friends, are we not? Right you are, old friend. Is everything in place? Yes, that Duke Tanis cannot sit still. He is literally quivering with anticipation. It's not pretty. I bet it isn't. Just make sure that the mountain of Suet stays hidden. If Rayson catches so much as a glimpse of his bulk, he will take wing. Understood. Now, time to put the finishing touches. This, too, I do to raise up kill of us. Rayson, please don't judge me too harshly. That being said, I'm sure you will. Ah, well, such is life. Enjoy your new one, old friend. I see what happened there. atonement. What is this? Who are you? What have you done with Nesala?
Oh! This is something everyone should see. There can be no doubt I gaze upon the last living wonder of the Serene's royalty. Those golden locks, witness how they gather in the morning sun and multiply its brilliance. The gentle luster of those odd wings, magnificent proof of royalty, as sure as I am alive. Magnificent, absolutely magnificent, a true work of art wrought in flesh and feather. All this beauty mine, the fortune I paid the Raven King seems like a pittance compared to this treasure.
What? Nesala sold me to you?
Oh, ho, ho, ho. You are exquisite even in rage. Now if you behave yourself, I'll grant you a life of virtue. Oh, my nose, my beautiful nose.
Bishop Oliver, you winged freak, you'll pay for that.
No, you mustn't harm him. You mustn't ruffle a single feather of those gorgeous wings. My beauty, you mustn't be frightened. In time, you will come to see how kind and charitable a master I can be. This is madness. Oh, so frightening. How delicious, but I fear we must now be separated for a short while. Loyal servants, attend my words. You must not raise a hand in this room. Prepare his meals with care, and do not disturb his rest. I would not see his countenance marred by displeasure. Herod, you see, are such delicate things. And then at the proper time, yes, the proper time, I say to you, those haughty senators and their ilk have looked down their noses at me for the last time. I shall show them all. Oh, but I must have a grand stage, one where none can fail to see. The Serene's royals are creatures of legends, and while I arrive with one at my side, I can hardly wait to see Duke Gato's face. Oh, ho, ho, ho. They saw you, wretch. Curse your eyes. How dare you do this to me?
I've brought him. Well done, Ike. I shall see that you are well rewarded. Where's your usual entourage? I see only 2 of your holy guard. Oh, there was some sort of disturbance. I think they're clearing away the rebel. But on to business. Is that one there the ringleader of the thieves? Why, he's nothing but a child. He has offered any kind of defense for his deplorable actions. We are no thieves. We're trying to free the lagoons that these filthy aristocrats hold in captivity. What manner of absurd fairy tale is this? In the year of Benyon 624, Apostle Misaha, my honored grandmother, emancipated every last Lagoon slave. In accordance with her law today, there are not a single slave to be found in all of the Benyon Empire. You lie. Countless noble houses even now keep Lagoon's servants for entertainment or worse. In the Senate, those vast windbags grant tacit approval by doing nothing. That's enough. I told you to keep a cool hand. But, why ever would you bring such an ill-mannered rogue to meet me? What is it you're planning? If anyone's planning something, it's you. Really? And what could you possibly mean by that? Your last mission showed us the slave trade, and now you've put us in contact with an underground emancipation group. From the very beginning, I found this whole arrangement a little odd. You have more vassals than you can use, yet you hire us for these missions. Your motivations have me puzzled. Oh, I see. You've solved this puzzle of yours. You want to expose the depravity of your inner circles of power. But you don't want the general public to know that the majority of the Senate is involved in slavery. And to think I thought you were as untutored as a wild monkey. You're actually quite right. I didn't figure it out all by myself. I have companions whom I trust with my life that helped. Hey, hold it. What in the world are you talking about? Would someone like to explain this to me? The apostle's aware of the Lagoon slavery. On top of that, it appears she intends to do something about this problem. Are you serious? I am. However, whether I succeed or fail depends largely on what we do next. So be it. I think it's time you told us about the next job we want to place. I've received reports that Bishop Oliver and Duke T.H.E is up to something suspicious. Duke T.H.E is a villain near the woods of Saloons. Go there and return with irrevocable proof of whatever he's doing. If you succeed in this, I promise to support your Princess Valencia with all the power at my command. We'll bring back whatever information it is you're looking for. Be ready for us.
Ike, I'd like to report the results of our last battle. I see. That is all. By my leave, I will excuse myself. Morning, little one. How was it? Were you treated roughly? Did they attempt to punish you? No, it was nothing. And the Apostle? I thought she'd be some mean old hag, but she's just a kid. Really, she's even shorter than I am. But little one, you must lower your voice and watch your tongue. What? Why? Rest easy, Moedium. Everyone in this room is with me. The Apostle has no ears here. That is good. Moedium? Speak ill of the Apostle here is considered treasonous. Keep it up and they'll kill you or threaten you to. What? Little one, while we're here, please choose your words with more care than you have shown. I beg of you. Oh, right, I understand. For Laguz, you seem to know more about court etiquette than my fellow Beork, Tormod. Bah! That's because I don't know much about any of this stuff, that's all. It's no matter, little one. The reason I'm familiar with customs of the Begnian nobles is I myself was once a slave. What? Oh no. For generations, my family served as slaves to one house. They were wealthy and powerful, senators all. As a child, I was raised never to question my station as a slave. From the day I was born, the most grueling physical labor was as natural as breathing. I knew nothing else. To ensure we were like our masters, we were drilled in the etiquette of polite society until it became second nature. We were slaves. We did what we could to live as long as we could. The most important thing was not to incur the wrath of our masters. If we displeased them, we were punished. If we were lucky, we were beaten. If we were unlucky. Moedium, that's enough. I'm sorry, Lord Oak. If a former slave like myself is present, all of you will be judged, scored, and looked down upon. I came here to ask if you would take care of something for me. I would have you take care of the little one. Why would you say such a thing? You were born a Laguz slave. You're not allowed to be free. And you're not allowed to be free. That's not right. That's why we promised each other we'd change all of that. We made a promise. Laguz like Beork would build homes and plant fields. Families would live together in peace and freedom. That's the world we dreamed of. That's a dream that belongs to us as former Laguz slaves. We do not need the help of another Beork like you. What? Little one. Does it really warrant that much concern? Huh? Since I first arrived here in Begnia, it's something that's been bothering me. If you're born into a noble house, you're a noble. If your parents are slaves, you're a slave. Do you think a person's worth is decided at the moment of their birth? I can't understand a country that passes for normal. I just can't. Those don't sound like the words of someone working for Princess Crimea. Princesses are royalty because they're born into royal families, right? Are you going to deny that? No, you're right. Alencia, she was a princess. I don't think we've treated her with more respect than any other employer we've had then. Funny. We've addressed her as princess the entire time, but I've never really considered what it meant. From where I stand, I think you've been blessed. You were born a Beork and raised in a country with a lenient social structure. It's an enviable life. It's so hard. No matter how hard I try, I'll never fully understand your pain. But listen, I didn't treat Alencia any differently after I learned of her heritage. I'm not going to think of you or treat you differently just because you happen to be a slave. It's not going to happen. You're you, and I'm free to think of it the way I want it, right? Moedium, there's nothing anyone can do about your past, about the burdens you carry. And I know that I don't know everything that's going on, but you shouldn't be trying to push Tormod away. He's dedicated to you, and being with you is his choice. It's part of his freedom. I see. I will go and find him. If meeting those in the temple is uncomfortable, I can go bring him back. What do you think? No, I can do it. I have a good nose. Tracking the young one's scent while avoiding other Beork is an easy task. I see. Never mind. May our friendship be true and enduring. I share your sentiment. Our troop will have you as long as you wish. Why do I feel like he has a death flag on? What the, who are you? How long have you been a member of my troop? I joined after the battle in the sands. My name is Stefan. I apologize for not introducing myself earlier. Why are you here? In part, it's because I'm curious, but mostly it's the guiding hand of fate that has led me here. Huh? In the desert, I watched the dance of your sword. You have a unique style, but it is incomplete, filled with hesitation. You have recently lost your teacher, no? Luckily, your foundation is quite strong, which is why I can be of service. Your technique, how powerful will it be when perfected? I would like to know. Who are you? You can learn the dance of the blades from me without knowing my history. Can you not? What say you? Let your heart decide. I understand. If you can help me perfect my technique, I will gladly accept an invitation to learn from you. Then prepare. Come, attack me with your full strength. What happens if you click Don't Study? Look, I'm careful with that sometimes. Giving him Vantage would be kind of fun. Because he doesn't have a skill on him, does he? Yeah, giving him a skill would be kind of fun. At some point, maybe. I'm not going to go through my convoy right now, or go through... Oh, no, there's the Occult. I'm not gonna go through my, go through everything right now. Oh no, I can't grab a Colt from it. Okay, I'll look at the convoy, see what it actually does. Just because I'd rather not, I think we're about done with what we're doing today. Different skills depending on the class. Okay. That's what that one was. 2 occults now. You'll have to let me know if there's anything, who those should go on at some point. Okay. Let's see if any of my supports that I've been working on for Jill are good to go. Mist. I need Mist to get there. Does that taste good, Jill? Yeah, it's really good. Why? Because I made it. I'm glad you like it. You made this? I call it Mist's Magical Meatloaf. It's chock full of stuff that's good for you, especially when you're sick. You look real sad when you never eat, so I thought this would make you feel better. You worried about me. Why are you so nice to me? I'm a Dane soul. Stop. Please stop saying that. Why? It's true. Because it makes me feel bad, that's why. You're always saying, I'm a Dane soldier. Everyone should hate me. Blah, blah, blah. You're not a bad person, Jill. I want to be your friend, and you make it really hard. My friend? Okay, that's where we're going to end it for now. I am going to move over to the thing, and then I'll look at any chat message that I might have missed. And we'll do some chatting since I see people in chat still. Okay. Move to a chatting screen. We didn't actually take a break this time. I forgot to switch to the starting soon screen earlier, but we didn't take a break. Okay. Get that set back up. Because I actually have a fair bit to talk about. Okay, real quickly, I want to quickly turn my game off. I only recently figured, nope. There's a game chat button on the freaking game controller. Does anyone actually use game chat? I've never used it once in my life. Okay. Chat. Okay, so let's see here. A couple things I probably missed. So, you don't get this guy if you don't pick it up with a Lagoose? Oh, that's interesting.
Zahark died. Look at this guy's stats. Yeah, his stats were insane. Who was Zahark again? I need to quickly look up Zahark. All right, my favorite Glub Shido. Oh, absolutely, it's Wilro Hood. I am a Wilro Hood diehard. I love the man with the ice cream maker. He's a really secret character. Okay, good to know. Well, it's a good consolation prize for Ileana if I keep her dead. Sure is a mage, but his ability is of note. Okay. Occult for promoted units. You just don't get Occult. Titania and Stefan? Okay. No, so next week is actually my birthday week. We're still releasing the Psyche Reacts on the schedule. They were in the order they were planned. I just get the first pick. Next week is actually my birthday week. Oh, the merm that died? Yeah. The first death of 2 so far. I also lost her. My mage, which I'm okay. So losing that mage, just like Zahark, I'm gonna be sitting on that one for a minute. Ending on this map was good because that map wasn't hard. I absolutely could redo that and not lose the mage this time. And I'm still considering it. I just didn't want to drag the stream out any longer. But how much do I really want her? I'm gonna do some research on the unit, see if she's at all worth keeping, or if there's like a recruitable unit later I need her for. But if there's not a recruitable unit I need her for later or anything like that, and she's not that great in the long game, yeah, are there any better mages later on, or can I replace her with a promoted wrist, for example? So, we'll see. I'm not she might stay dead, but you guys also might come back, see my stats just slightly differently. The weapon's slightly more damaged or less damaged, and she might be back. I just got a new mage. Oh yeah, you're right, Tormod. Yeah, you're right. I did get a good replacement. That's not bad. So yeah, there's a good chance she stays dead, though. I'm not saying that's not a guarantee. If I do come back and I do that, I'm paying $5 to the Bank of Seki. I didn't do it for today's resets with Ike because I'm not going to do it if I just lose in that. That's been kind of my decision. And I'm not going to do it for, like, if it's like at the very beginning and like something silly happens, like the Soren. That Soren level up blew my mind. He leveled up and just got nothing at all. Like, that is awful. So, like, I was like, nope, we're redoing that. That is, I don't care if that level up was just HP only on Soren or strength only on Soren. The fact that I got nothing, that was a sign that I needed to reset that. So that's why I reset that one. But I wasn't going to reset for that one Ike killing edge or killer edge loss. The only thing that's like really making me hesitate on the Ileana is just the tone of that chapter. Like the tone where that chapter's put. Like if it was like against the like the actual enemy, like actual like Dane or something like that, where it's sort of like the when we recruited Zahark, and it was like supposed to be this triumphant moment of recruitment after he just murdered somebody. It feels a little bit wrong to lose a character and then immediately make peace with the character's killers. But we'll see. She's probably gonna stay dead, but we'll absolutely see. So moving on to next week. Next week's my birthday week. And with that, I actually took some time off work, so there's going to be something fun for next week. So next week, I plan to do my normal Monday evening stream. That's still going to happen. But then my birthday is actually Thursday, fun fact. But I'll be coming back Friday for a midday stream, actually. I might have to fight Seki for that one, but I'll be doing a Friday stream midday to get an extra Fire Emblem stream in. I want to say, what chapter was that? I know there's a really long chapter, and I'm kind of aiming for that to be on the Friday stream, so Monday might be a short stream. Path of Radiance chapters. Because I do my research just to get an idea of how long the game is. Yeah. So chapter 16, we might just be doing only chapter 16 on Monday. But then on Friday, I should have a lot more time to play. I haven't planned anything out that day, and I can just go as long as I want. Not too late into the night, obviously. Or not obviously, but I'm not going to go too late into the night. Just because I do have stuff I do have stuff to do the next morning. But yeah, 17 is really long. And we'll probably actually go longer than that. I can see us going through 17, 18, maybe even 19 on next Friday. So there's going to be a fun, longer stream next week on Friday. So yeah. And that will really push us ahead quite a bit next week. We should be really pushing ahead. Couple more things. So, we are, moving through Seki's chapters on her FGO streams. We were expecting to get, I think we have Sin recorded, which you guys haven't seen yet. That should be going up sooner or later. And was it Oku that just came out? No, it was Anastasia and God or Damaran that just came out. So you should be expecting Sin and Oku. Both those have been recorded. Yu Kshetra's coming up really soon. We're going to get that recorded soon. But we are behind on some reacts. So that is, we'll see it drop in 3 months because she forgot. That'd be funny again. But no, hopefully she doesn't do that again. But we are, obviously, because she's spending so much time on the next chapter, I'm probably going to toss her an event after she finishes up reading and recording for Scramble, Imaginary Scramble. Probably go to Gouda, but we'll see. Any last updates I wanted to throw out there? Oh, yeah, Melty Blood. The Melty Blood T.H.E Lumina got announced, and I'm excited. I played a lot of Type Lumina before I started streaming on the channel. I would just type Lumina. That was just a game I had played to cool off. I wasn't very big online. I wasn't doing a lot online, but I was doing a lot of just practicing getting combos down. And I stopped just short of doing consistent online play because at the time I didn't have a LAN set up. But with T.H.E Lumina, I have a strong feeling I'm going to get really into T.H.E Lumina. So, but that's in 2027. So we'll see what we're doing at that point. But with the channel right now already in May, or not May so much because May is so busy with both Seki and I having birthdays this month. But already, starting in June, I'm going to be a lot more free to do whatever I want on most Saturdays of the month. So you're probably going to see a lot more secondary streams from me, just because if I just have a day free and I'm caught up on the anime, since even that's being reduced, I have to use less days to watch the anime. I'll be getting a lot more consistent with doing more than one stream in the week, most likely, starting in June. That also means, because the anime is no longer being done bi-weekly for us, we're doing it monthly, I'm just going to have a lot less time where I'm like, I need to take a break from streaming. I am behind on this anime. I have had no time to watch it, and this is my only day this week to watch it. So there's not going to be those kinds of breaks anymore. I should be able to largely be able to stream pretty consistently going forward, unless I'm taking a break between games or because I just need a break for burnout or something. If they put Red Garden spoilers in the game like the previous Melty Bloods, that would be funny. That would be pretty funny. But I have a feeling the spoiler they had for Melty Blood, or in Melty Blood type Lumina, the spoiler they had for what is it called? Blue Glass Moon, the near side story, or the CL route, CL's true route, or true ending, or perfect ending. That spoiler was a little bit more. It was tucked away a bit. Like you had to play a very specific character's ending. None of the other characters were like, yeah. We're just spoiled. It was like that one, and then they also spoiled Dead Apostle Noel as an existence as a character. I can see them doing some spoilers, but also I have a feeling for like anything true, like what was it? What's his name? There's like a couple, like there's a new character in the manor at the Tono estate in the Tono mansion. In Blue Glass Moon, who's kind of mysterious and it's probably going to have more to do in Red Garden. There's a bunch of characters that are probably going to have more to do in Red Garden. Outside of the vague basics, I have a feeling a lot of the biggest Red Garden spoilers characters are going to be saved until post-launch DLC if it comes out before Red Garden. Red Arc is also a little bit of a spoiler, but she existed in the previous Melty Blood. She uses the old Arcoade's design, hilariously. Like, her existence as a whole is not a spoiler any more than just playing any of the old Melty Bloods was a spoiler. It's Red Arc wasn't a bad spoiler. It was the ending of her campaign that was mostly the spoiler. Mummy Guy, yeah, Mummy Guy. My guess, honestly, that the characters are going to include in T.H.E Lumina, I think like it's pretty much guaranteed we're going to get Len. I think it was, which one was it? That's the because one Len, the first Len is Kagetsu Toya. There's another one that's more tied to the story of Melty Blood. I can't remember which one it was because I haven't played through the stories of either of those. I just know that lore off the top of my head. But we'll probably have the original Len in T.H.E Lumina. We'll also probably have Nanaya, Shiki Nanaya, because both those characters are kind of tied to Kagetsu Toya. Yeah. If they do White Len, they're going to redo her origin. If they want to change, if they're going to change her origin if they do it early, which isn't impossible because Red Arcoade is a slightly different. Like Red Arcoade's is more of a in Melty Blood type Lumina is more of a reference what if based off of stuff from Blue Glass Moon, whereas the Red Arcoade in the context of Red Arcoade in Melty Blood, the original, to my understanding, was more of a it was similar concept, but it wasn't a direct reference to Blue Glass Moon or the near side roots. It was more a reference to a particular moment in Melty Blood's story. There is leeway for anything, but I can see them holding back on some characters who they want to have a bigger place in the Tsukuhime remakes, like that series' story, if they're going to have more story focus. Especially if the entire thing ends up being more of a Kagetsu Toya sort of, not remake, but reimagining. Alice would be an awesome guest character. I'd love to have Alice as a guest character, especially with MiHoYo coming out this year. I can 100% see it. My guess is we're probably not getting any more major... No, I don't want to say that. I could see us getting one new Fate character, like one new Fate character as kind of a game seller. But I cannot see us getting more than one, or the amount of focus we got last time between the main game and the expansion pass. Ocarina would be fun, but I have a strong feeling they'd probably move towards someone in the basic Fate Stay Night cast, like Archer or Shiro, someone like that. Nero would be funny, but I feel like there's characters that people would be more accepting of and people who they'd be less accepting of. Although I did see the meme of, hey, we just got a suspiciously fighting game-shaped character in Kawakami Gensei recently. So that would be hilarious, but I don't think they're going to go hard on the FGO crossover this time. I have a feeling the characters we're going to see returning are going to be either ones tied to Kagetsu Toya or ones that are so inconsequential to the original Melty Blood that we're not really that worried about them being here. So you'll probably see some other characters tied to Fireside that are more returning from the original Melty Blood, but aren't going to inherently contain spoilers you wouldn't get by playing previous Melty Blood games. So like Red Akiha, for example, to my understanding, that is a reference to something that happens in the Fireside roots. That is not, even though that is a spoiler for Other Side of Red Garden, and they probably will have like little CG, like there might be a CG spoiler, or they might make a reference to something that happens in that route, but not explicitly explain it. They might put something like that in because Red Akiha is fine in the context of people know she exists already. Which Under Night character is coming over? That'd be funny, but Type Moon seems to have a bigger control on their crossovers. I don't think they've done a crossover like that in any works yet. Her changes depending on the game. Interesting. Let's see. I can see gag characters like the Mecha Hisui or something like that in Kohaku. I can't remember which one it was. It's Mecha Hisui, right? I could see them bringing in a gag character sort of in the Neko arc slot of the DLC, whether that's in the base game or the DLC. Just bring another gag character. I could see Neko Chaos coming in. Nervant Quasar or Nero is also not off the table because it's unclear whether or not they want to use him in Farside or if they want to use him in the... Or they could also just use him here instead as a reference if they're not going to use him in Farside. So it's up in the air. But I could see characters like that returning. I think the majority of our big Farside spoilers, like if Nero is in Farside or the new characters in Farside, like Dr. Iraq, I could see them being largely contained to post-launch DLC, like a post-launch like set of characters get dropped after Red Garden releases that same year, if it's the same year. Nobu is a crossover with her Nobu Wings. That'd be hilarious. I think anything tied to like the Melty Blood original story, though, the Knight of Wallachia, like Shion, that stuff, I don't think we get that here. I know a lot of people are like, oh no, they're going to stub Shion in her own series again. I think they will, actually. I deadass think they will. Because they were pretty consistent in the first game when they talked about Shion and the stuff in that first game. It seems like because that first Melty Blood is a lot more of a substantial story compared to some of the later stuff, like the second one, which was more of an add-on to the first one. That second one is less substantial. The third one, you can piece together something, but it's not really a very coherently told story. Like anything past the first one is just expanding on that first one. That first one was a very coherently told experimental story. From my understanding, is that they kind of want to do a full remake version of that, whether or not that's another Tsukihime visual novel or if that's a Melty Blood type Lumina 3. I think they're going to be holding that one a little close to their chest, and you might not see Shion for another game. It's possible they could do something like DLC with that and do a DLC campaign that's post Red Garden with the original Melty Blood once all the characters are released. But that's a lot of work for single player content in a post launch fighting game. So I'm not expecting that necessarily. If they do Shion, she's going to appear as a gag character, maybe with like a tongue-in-cheek, I'm not supposed to be here yet sort of way. But that's how I could see it. You know who I do think could come back? I think Shiki could come back. Shiki Ryogi. I could see Ryogi coming back. There was a lot of fan demand for her from even the original Melty Blood players because she is just a Melty Blood character as far as the FGC only players are concerned. And there's nothing really holding her out because she's just a guest character. There's not a story context to introduce her in. They've already got Aoko making references to both Toko and Alice, so folding in Shiki would be kind of fun. Yeah, that's the kind of thing they could do, Tacos. Or it'd be funny if Neko Arc literally, like, you had an Under Night in-birth thing, and Neko Arc literally kidnapped her from there because she's been stuck there for years. Straight up the teaser for the last Melty DLC. I could see them doing something meta and tongue-in-cheek like that, But they're not going to formally introduce her to the timeline if they do that. They're going to wait. The actual formal introduction will be later. All right. Well, I think we're just about at the end here. So I'm going to go ahead and get going. I will see you guys around. There's a not zero chance you catch me on Thursday during Seki's FGO stream, but it's not great. It just depends on how late she goes because I've got something I'm doing Thursdays in the evening, so you might not see me at all for the rest of the week. Localize the Multi-Blood. God, I've actually read the Multi-Blood manga. It's actually like the first one, like the adaptation of the original game is actually pretty damn good. I read it after I read the Tsukihime manga. Yeah, may the fourth be with you. All right, see you guys around. Have a good one.